The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset anyone. We ad-lib, paraphrase and imitate to convey reviewed content only. It's a bit of a laugh. Enjoy!
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky.
Here we go. Right there, folks. Welcome to episode 4, series 2 of what we called? What's the script? What about that new intro music, mate? Liking it?
Ah, it was funky, mate. Funkylicious.
Funkylicious, mate. That's because the guy just phoned me and was like, "Yo, man, I want to put my tunes on your pod, man." Says, that would be quite nice, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, dog. Word. That's pumped me, fucking virtually.
He pumped you.
Fist pumped. Fist pumped.
Oh, sorry, you cut out there.
How you doing anyway, all right?
Aye, enjoying life. Still got my week off, but
Wish I had a week off. Week off
hey,
for fucking everything. Hey,
wee cow.
I don't mean a mammy cow, I mean a week off.
Hey, coming at ya.
Cleopatra, coming at ya. Right, mate, so this was your pick this week, wasn't it? And you picked
The Crazies.
The Crazies.
Aye, I quite enjoyed this wee film.
Aye, 2010. It's I know I'd seen it, I couldn't remember it. As soon as I put it on, I was like, ah, fucking boom, I remembered it. But 12 years old, man, I didn't think it was that old.
Aye, fucking time passes just into the quiet depths of the end.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I was just thinking about death there.
Aye. For all you listening, he was looking off into the middle distance there, and it darkened around him, and the light just went on his eyes. In an old film. So, The Crazies, mate, it's just small town America. But we we start off, first of all, with what looks like a war zone, doesn't it?
Aye, just looks like fucking total chaos. Everything's on fire for this wee quiet town. And what is it? Welcome to Ogden Marsh or something, I think it's called.
Aye, Ogden Marsh.
Aye. And it's
America!
It just looks hellish, doesn't it?
It does there, and then
For the day after an old firm game.
Aye, at least it's stuck at Hull Street. Fucking hell. And then before you know it, you're only getting that scene for 10 seconds, and then it just says 2 days earlier.
Aye.
And then we're fucking mad. Johnny Cash singing a wee song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when. I never knew he fucking sang.
Aye. Well, I think it's see the is it Dawn of the Dead remake? And Johnny Cash is singing. I think it's When the Man Comes Around. I think it's from,
okay.
I think it's from that same album.
All right, cool.
So, but I was just showing you this wee tune into it, Little Town America, and it looks like a wee smashing place to stay. Do you know? Think?
Aye, it does, man. If I could fucking reboot myself and be brought up anywhere, it would be a wee tune like that in America. Which, if I was, I'd probably go, I can't wait to get out of this town, man. This town bringing me down. I'm going to make something of myself. I'm going to go to the big city, the big smoke, and you'll see me. I'll succeed. Yeah, that's right. You'll be shining my shoes, motherfucker. That's how I probably feel.
That's how you would sound coming for that wee tune as well.
Aye, because I'd be watching the gangster rap there and watching the homies on the MTV and the like, trying to talk like them.
Aye, I'm gonna make something of myself. You'll see. You'll all see.
I know, mate. Probably about that. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go to the big smoke. I'm gonna make something of myself. Then my dad would be like that. Go on, get. Go on, get now. Go on, get. Hear me now. Get.
Oh.
But sorry.
Not to America there.
Not to America. How y'all doing this week? You're looking fine, man. MJ, Breakfast Club, do it again. So Johnny Cash is singing. We're getting the wee views of the town. Blah de blah de blah. David, who's the main man, the cop, he's driving into town, and then we just have a small scene of his missus at the time, Judy. She's the town GP, I think, isn't she?
Town doctor. Whatever.
She's just rubbing one of the locals, young Becca, who's Killer Frost in the Flash series. This got her the part for, what's her name, Pennybacker? Something Pennybacker her name is, but she's, I love her leg on the lassie in the Flash, but not in this. She's just winding her up about how she's courting and all that, and everybody knows you're seeing him. It's public, not a secret.
I know,
don't stop that, Judy. Go on now, get.
See, that'd be the drawback about staying in a meeting. Everybody would know your business.
I know.
But
you farted last night? What?
Oh, fucking brilliant.
Hey, Jolene. Yes. Hey, you done your toenails, I see. What? Okay.
Go and get that cooter, boy.
Go on there. Get.
This is going to be forever, isn't it?
No, they don't really talk like that in this film, but do you know what? We've scripted it. It's fucking, they're talking like that.
Aye, but it's the day of the big baseball game, isn't it?
Oh, nothing like opening day, mate.
Yeah, nothing like opening day.
Nothing like opening day. Hot dogs in your nose and the smell of the bat and the wax. Oh,
wax.
Smell of the bat and wax.
Oh, fucking hell.
So it's David and Russell, and David's a sheriff. Russell's his deputy. Just watching the big game. Some crowd there. There's about 19 people. It's fucking massive. Whole town's turned it. I'm only kidding. It's busy. And we're right into it, aren't we? Basically.
That's it. No fucking about. Rory, well, wee local farmer, he's just fucking, he's off the deep end, isn't he? He's on the field with a double barrel shotgun.
He just appears for like the back of the field. There's kind of like big silos, and he just appears out of there carrying this shotgun. And he's got a wee look in his eye, hasn't he?
Aye, somebody deleted whatever he'd saved on Sky and all that. You see, they lost his shows, but
everybody's just storing. As you say, mate, everybody in this tune knows everybody. You know what I mean? So they're all just storing, looking as if they're Rory. Oh, he's got a gun. What's going on?
Yeah.
So David runs out to meet him at the plate, doesn't he?
Aye, because it's in the past, Rory has been a mad boozer, innit?
Aye, all right, mate. I'm just trying to better myself. All right. Absolute pigeonholing.
Well,
do you know what? In this day and age, I'm actually offended. I choose to be offended for that guy. I'm only kidding. He was a mad alky, wasn't he?
No, I was a mad alky, wasn't he? He was a mad raging wreckhead.
Oh, mad alkies.
Oh, fucking. He drank nail polish when he ran out of beer and all that. Fuck.
Aye. But it was seen sleeping in an alley with Shane McGowan for the Pogues.
But I mean, it's even like David goes at him and he's talking to him like, right, come on, Rory, you're drunk. You can obviously see Rory is beyond fucking drunk, you know what I mean? He's bleeding through the nose and he just looks fucking absolutely fucked.
Aye, it's like physical signs in his face that he's kind of grey looking with his veins prominent, and as you say, mate, it's fucking dried blood been dripping through his nose, and he's just looking right through David, isn't he? Doesn't he answer him?
That's it. Nah, David gives him a couple of opportunities, didn't he? Tell him to put do you think your nose is bleeding there, aye?
Mate, I've actually got a sore nose. I woke up this morning as if I'd been fucking hoovering Charlie on it. Scab inside my nose.
But aye, the sheriff gives him a couple of opportunities to put the gun down that bit. Again, they responds, just staring right through him. And then Rory eventually points the gun at him, doesn't he?
Aye.
It's just fucking oofed.
And just as well he never pulled the trigger then. Just points the gun, and David pulls his and cocks it, goes, please put it down, just don't do this. Don't do this. And then that's it. Has to take him out, didn't he?
That's it. Shoots him, and it's all my days. I mean, in front of the whole town as well, know what I mean? It's just fucking...
Obviously, I mean, him being the town sheriff, the the biggest thing he's had to deal with is probably him being drunk 2 years ago. Do you know what I mean? And none of this crap.
Exactly.
As soon as he shoots him, we pan out, like high above the sky. I thought it was a satellite at the time, but it turns out it was like two recording and drone planes or something in it.
Aye. That's like an aerial view, the tune. And it's just obviously watching. We don't know for what reason yet, but just always getting watched.
It's just showing you somebody knows what's going on with this guy. So that's the first thing. Everybody obviously thinks it was just him back in the bevy. It was a freak occurrence. But at the coroner's, David's talking to the doctor. He says, we'll find out more after we do toxicology. And then he has to go and meet Rory's wife and boy, didn't he?
Aye. See the boy. He makes a move like he's going to fight the sheriff, and you're like, are you aware it's against the law to hit the police there, son?
I know.
You know what I mean? I don't know if you've noticed, but your dad in there's lying in a slab. This guy's a dead eye shot.
Aye, exactly. He's gun still warm for blowing your dad's head off there.
Aye.
The woman professes, look, he's no drunk in 2 years. Is that what you're telling people? He was drunk? You're telling people that?
Aye. He shot the town drunk. Aye. And she gives him a slap, didn't she? For good measure.
Aye. Olyphant's face there is like, at first I thought it was that ad lib, because even it was well acted, or else I just didn't expect it, because he's like, what the hell?
But that's it. That encounter just ends there, doesn't it?
Aye.
But,
with Panty Judy.
Aye. And it kind of gives you a wee view into their life, doesn't it? That passing the camera moving through the house and you see the baby's room and all that, so they're obviously expecting and stuff. But
she's a nursery. And then
Indeed.
very quickly, it's kind of middle of the night. She wakes up early doors, and David's no beside her. And she goes down, and obviously he's struggling with the fact he's had to fucking kill a guy, and he's out in the port sawing into.
Aye, that's it. As all men do, we're out there just playing and stuff.
She doesn't even ask what the fuck he's sawing. She just grabs me anyway, cuddles him, says, look, you did the right thing. Just
Aye.
going back to bed now. Here, I'll make you grits and eggs. So it goes back.
Oh,
the phone goes, doesn't it? And it's Jim. I think his name's Jim, the pathologist.
Aye, it's the coroner phones him, and the toxicology and all that's all came back, and turns out there was no alcohol in wee Rory's system. You know what I mean?
That makes you stroke your beard and I wonder what was wrong with him.
But again, you can kind of see it with David, isn't it? It's kind of that would weigh on him heavier. Know what I mean?
Of course,
because he's got it in his mind that he shot him. He's drunk, and now he's like, "Fuck! If I just shot an innocent guy," sort of thing. But
that's it. But then next thing we know, Bill's at the doctor's, isn't he? And he's looking a bit spaced out.
Yeah. Aye, his wife and that's took him into the doctor's. Oh, why have a look at Bill? He's no doing too well. You know what I mean?
We don't get this on Spotify, but this is the way he looks.
But Judy's examining him, isn't she? And he's just like, oh, I'm fine. She just worries too much. And I know, the general chit chat and all that, and the doctor's just asking him more questions, but Bill just repeats exactly what he just said, didn't he?
Aye, repeats himself, mate.
No.
So that's a bit of a cause for worry, and then just goes into that mad death stare again.
Aye.
Bill's clearly punching, by the way. His wife's fucking no bad looking. You know what I mean? At this stage, she's no bad looking, I'll say. But we go to Bill's house that night, and his son is. Well, they notice there's noise and light coming from the barn, didn't they?
Aye. The wife was looking outside and sees obviously something. I think it's like a harvester or some kind.
Harvester, aye.
Aye. And her son's like, "What's Dad doing?" sort of thing. And she's like, I'll go and check. You know what I mean? Now, I know this is probably a usual thing, walking about at farms at night and all that, right? But see that wee walk? I wouldn't believe in that house. And she doesn't even take a gun.
No.
I mean, I know it's a wee quiet town and all that, but it could be anybody.
And then she goes and stands in front of a fucking combine harvester.
Aye.
So
While it's spinning.
it's the first time you're like that, watch this going like that. Oh, bitch, get out of there. Get out of the way of that shit. Bitch, move.
Oh, but I see that shot as well, but that does look very sinister, doesn't it?
Oh,
See, there's the light, you can't see if anybody's in the cabin and stuff.
exactly. It's just all illuminated to her. It's just her silhouette. That's how I thought she's getting fucking mashed here, man.
Aye.
But
But aye, she goes up to check it, didn't she? And there's nobody in the cabin and stuff. And she's again turns into detective. Where has Bill gone?
where's William? William. Then she just hears her boy screaming, didn't she?
Aye, that's it. Takes off back to the house and just. I think the boy was holding a wee Game Boy or something at the time, wasn't he? And that's lying on the floor, and she's running upstairs to see where he is and just whatever. But the next thing, her son grabs her, didn't he? And takes her into this closet. She's like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?" And it's quite sinister sounding into it, but he just goes like that. It's Dad. He's got a knife.
It's Dad. He's got a knife. Oh, aye, that's quite sinister. So he's got the fucking blade. They're hiding in the cupboard, and he's walking about into. She looks. I can't jump scare at this bit. She puts her eyeball up to the fucking the keyhole, and thinks he's walked by, didn't she?
Aye.
And his eye just appears, man. You're like, whoa!
Aye. Yeah, but then the next thing you hear the lock, don't you? And that's when you're like,
because I was expecting obviously the door to come in with the knife and all that, but no.
Aye, no, he's locked the two of them into the cupboard, and then the next thing he starts pulling petrol through the house. And you're like, oh, that's a bit sinister, that Bill.
Fucking
know what I mean?
Sets the house alight.
Aye.
And then just fucking sits back and admires his handy up, doesn't he?
Aye, that's fucking whole house is up on fire with A2 in the house.
And
but then the sheriff gets a phone call, didn't he? And the next thing the two of them are on the scene, him and Judy. It's just the house is ablaze.
Aye. So Judy's off her fucking nut with him, didn't she? So what the fuck have you done? Look what you've done. Look how could you do that? And he just whistles the end of Civil War, the Guns N' Roses. Which I can't whistle now because I'm smiling. Because he just looks fucking all chuffed with his work, doesn't he, man? But he's still spaced out his nut.
That's it. And it's just, that's quite dark, know what I mean? Knowing this guy who's just like barbecued his family and he's just nonchalant about it.
Should I say just before this, David goes back to the baseball field and he sees the teacher and he's just sitting in the bleachers, spaced out. I know. But he moves him on. That was just a wee, because we'll get back to the teacher. Fuck's sake.
Aye. Because I think he's just maybe there, see, shell shocked by what he witnessed. Know what I mean? But he's showing signs of going a bit crazy.
Definitely, mate. Definitely. So next thing we know, we are on the wee boat in the swamp, aren't we, with the clampets.
The Elmer Fuds.
The Elmer Fuds, mate. As you like to call them, are just plain old Fuds.
Aye, 3 Fuds.
And they're out there. Well, before they get in the boat, they're actually out hunting, aren't they, or something like that?
Aye, they're out hunting for duck because it's duck season. Well, it's no duck season. They're out there illegally.
They're poaching.
Aye.
And they see the kind of tarpaulin kind of tangled up in the trees.
Aye, they
get investigated, didn't they?
Aye, they see this. It's like a parachute, isn't it? And they go out with the parachute cords into the water, and the next thing they pull up this body, and it's quite startling, I reckon. Aye.
Aye, it's a US pilot. It's kind of been there for a wee while and just pops up like fucking dead bodies dengue, a wee fright, no? But that's the way that is. So the next time I've got fucking back to the police station, and our Bill's in the cell, just welling his way to winning the 2010 fucking Death Star Championships.
Aye, just sitting there staring into the whole thing. But as when David says, that's the exact same look that Rory gave me. So he's kind of like, oh, there's something all right here. But then they get this call about this body out in the swamp or the lake or whatever it is, isn't it?
The clampets are phoned. Sheriff, Found ourselves some. You want to come out and see it now?
Uh,
So he's out in the boat with the clam puts into, and they're in the swamp. They're at the soldier kind of with the pathologist.
aye. He's like, I'll try and find some ID and stuff, but we'll see what we can do and let you know. But,
He says to him he's been in there about a week, didn't he? Judging by the look of him.
and that's when the sheriff says, we've got a dead pilot here, but we've got no plane. And then that's when Russell, his deputy, says to him, such and such, who must be a mad conspiracy theorist nut job or something. He says he heard a big bang, but we don't follow it up because he's usually full of shit.
Exactly. So as you say, mate, he says, if this is the pilot, then where's the plane? So they get to look for him. Travis has took them out in the boat. Gave him a bit of cheek. And he says like that, fucking, what you gonna do, Sheriff? Shoot me? Turns around and looks at him, fucking dick, man.
No. See, when I first seen this, like, David goes like, aye, it was a big plane, Russ, because we're on top of it, right? And I'm like, how the fuck did he see that? Right? But as it pans out, there's a bit of the plane sticking out, see, like a propeller or something.
Oh, is there? No, I
Aye.
noticed that.
Aye.
I thought it was the kind of changing the engine for the depth of the water, something stupid like that, you know what I mean?
Well, see, at first I thought maybe it was just like that. He's because of this big clearance. Like, obviously, it's taking out trees and all that stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I thought. But as it pans out for this new aerial shot, you kind of see like a propeller or a little tip of a wing sticking out the water.
I'll look back for that, mate. But it's a great shot, that, isn't it?
Aye.
Pans up and just see the size of the fucking plane compared to their boat. And you start to wonder, like, everything's going through your head the first time you watch this. How did that crash? Nobody knew about it. And then you think about the drones in the sky and you're like, oh, right, there's something fucking definitely going on. Somebody knows it's there. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But as that aerial shot pans up, you just see like writing in it, begin containment initiative or whatever. And you're like that. Oh,
there was Lergy in there. There was Lergy. But they work out that it's in the drinking water and they're fucked.
That's it. Aye, because David's a bit of a smart cookie, isn't he? He's kind of, well, that is in your drinking water. And I think they go to the water engineer of the town. They find out the pathway of the water sort of thing. And that's when they find out it goes to Rory's house first. And then Bill, know what I mean? So
they go and see the mayor, who's got a fucking swimming pool out in the middle of nowhere.
Mate. Oh, he's just the typical Mayor Quimby, isn't he?
Aye, Mayor Quimby, and he's like the fucking the mayor in Jaws and all. We're not closing the beaches, you know what I mean? So David's wanting him to turn the town's water supply off. It's like, you kidding on? Harvest coming up. It's dry. Farmers need water. Water stays on, motherfucker.
Why do you have Samuel Jackson at here?
I don't know, mate. Is that what I sound like? Aye.
No, mate. He's always saying motherfucker. I think he's got that copyrighted.
I know. I need to stop saying motherfucker. Motherfudger. So
what you're going to start saying fatherfucker?
Motherfather? Motherfather?
No, fatherfucker.
Oh, fatherfucker.
Father mother.
What is it? American Pie. You're a grandmotherfucker. Yes, I am. Oh. So the mayor's told them.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
He says, the water stays on. He goes, no bother, mate. Him and Russell go to the main outlet and they turn the water off, didn't they?
Aye, and he steals the wee handle, didn't he? But he's like, wee Russell's like, you know, Sheriff, I think this is a federal crime.
I say something like, this is the kind of thing that could lose a guy's job. Well, might not be a bad thing.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
Patter.
Oh.
So next thing we're back in the Polyman station and Mad Bill's out the game, isn't he?
He's like there like fucking after a weekend in Newcastle. Know what I mean?
Oh. With that stack he's had.
Aye, just this wee fly blowing off him on that into it, and then Russ has got to open the cell door, but David stops him, doesn't he? He's like, well, if he's dead, he won't mind waiting a wee bit longer. And then the two of them are down just watching this guy, and then that's when we've got another big jump scare.
Aye.
With
Oh,
Mad
just
Bull there
fucking-
behind you.
Aye, Mad Bull, that's the way he looks in it. He's just bleeding out every orifice. Grey, he looks like one of the Walking Dead, looks like a zombie.
Aye.
Jumps up, he's just gone berserk, trying to get to him through the cell and all that. So
If
they
that-
shite their cell.
if that's the stag do, mate, that's like him reaching for a bottle of Iron Brew.
Bottle of water at 3 in the morning.
Aye, he's that look as it.
So then, as we know through a lot of movies that we've watched, the first sign of invasion is cutting off all communication. We don't know that at this stage, obviously, but David tries to use the phone, the internet, and then his mobile, and everything's just offline in it.
Aye, everything completely. And he's out the street trying to check for his phone signal, and then that's when he notices this black SUV parked up the street, which, looking at it now, I'm like, aye, that would kind of stand out in this wee tune. Know what I mean? Whereas before, I was
Dad.
before I was like that. Right, fuck off. Right, I mean, you're like that. Oh, that car's strange.
Everybody else owns a fucking Chevy pickup, know what I mean?
Aye. See, the more I think about it now, I was like, aye, that makes sense.
So he runs at it, but it screeches away, obviously.
Aye.
He goes back into the police station. And Russell's like, is everything all right, Sheriff? And he just says, you know what? We're in trouble. He knows.
Exactly. Aye, as soon as he was walking up the street, I know this full-grown adult woman.
Jesus
she's cycling down the street, singing some mad song. You're like that.
Aye.
Oh, that's fucking creepy, that.
Aye, full-grown woman on a wee lassie's bike singing a nursery rhyme. I can't remember what a nursery rhyme is, but I don't want it to be roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily.
Oh my
Because that's my
God,
favourite.
man. Oh.
No, I wrote my notes for that bit. The street is dead. Mad cow on a bike. We then go to the funeral home, didn't we?
Oh,
This
aye.
is a fucking freaky.
Aye, David hears the fucking a crash in there, and he goes in to investigate. But he's looking at a body and all that in it, and it's got crosses across the eyes.
It's had an autopsy, aye.
Aye, but I was like, that's how you know that guy's dead. He's proper dead. He's got crosses on his eyes like all the cartoons. But then he goes to the next gurney into it, and he pulls it back.
Aye, he sees it's moving first. He sees the sheets are
Aye.
kind of, I would be, oh shit, thinking about it. And he does, mate. He pulls it back.
Aye, and it's the reverend of the funeral home into it, and he's had his eyes stitched shut and his mouth stitched shut, and it's like, good God, man.
Aye, so he's had that done conscious. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
You're like, who would do such a thing to a God-fearing man? A messenger of God.
Aye.
But
And can they
David-
knit my jumper?
So David kind of cuts open the threads, keeping his mouth together, doesn't he? And
Aye.
he just whispers behind you.
Aye.
It's your mad Jim.
Aye. He's hot the bottle hard, this boy.
Oh, he's he's nut.
He's been given mandatory overtime. He's just like,
He's been doing too much. He comes at David with the saw, the kind of surgical saw. I would call it a bone saw. I don't know what the fuck it is.
aye. And it's well, at first he hits David there the head with something, didn't he? And next thing David's lying on the deck, just staring
So he
up at
does.
the light.
Aye.
But it's good how they've done that as well, because it's like 1 minute it's like just as light, and the next thing the coroner appears with this fucking saw, and you're like, oh, that's not right. That
They're having a bit of a tussle going at it with this fucking mad saw. David boots him back, and he saws his own shooter, Jim, didn't he?
aye, there's a big cord attached to this, and David grabs the cord and pulls it, but when he pulls it, it pulls the saw
into him.
Aye, and that's it. Just does himself in practically. You know what I mean?
Aye, kind of died a bit easier there, but there you go. But he drops the saw, doesn't he?
Aye.
David's on the flare, and then this saw's just whirling towards his buzz. You're like, oh, mommy, daddy.
Aye. Oh, no. But Russ, his deputy, comes in just in time, steps on the cord, and it stops the saw.
No
And it's the way you just see, because the blade's spinning, it's just bouncing off the tiles. You're like, oofed.
Aye, that's lethal, that shit. But the next thing we know, the army are in town, isn't they?
Aye, because David's telling Judy, you go to your parents' house and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you need to go out of here. And he kind of makes a good point to her, doesn't he? She's like, I can't leave, David. I'm the doctor. And he's like, well, it turns out, see if they need fucking paracetamol, I'll give you a shout. You know what I mean? That's I know they need to do this in films, right? But I don't get that whole way of thinking. Like, guess what, Judy? You'll not believe this, right? You know Jim we've known for years. Well, first of all, he cut this guy's eyes to look like wee X's. Then he sews up the fucking reverend. And then you'll not believe what? Nearly cut my balls off with a saw. And she goes, oh, do you think it was the flu? What?
Aye, can you just imagine any GP in Glasgow you've seen in your life wanting to stay for the greater good? No, I have to stay. I'm a general practitioner. Fucking can't even see you now, man.
Aye, fucking what a chip, man. But she says there's somebody outside, isn't there? David goes out to investigate, and no sooner the army's there. And they're all bundled into this school bus.
That's it. They're all loaded onto school buses and carted away for their houses. And then we get to this fucking pop-up concentration camp that's, funnily enough, at the baseball field where it all started. They've managed to erect this thing without anybody knowing. And there's scores of school buses and temporary lighting up. Fucking about a million choppers in there, aren't there?
Aye, that's it. It's just the whole containment thing. Like that film, Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman.
Exactly what it's like. There's a horrible bit. Obviously, it's all a bit of pandemonium chaos. Judy can recognise what's happening. They're getting screened for having high temperatures. Probably why we were cut a year ago, but not to that extent. And people with the high temperatures are getting taken away. And there's a horrible bit where they take a baby off its mother, isn't there, man? I didn't like that bit at all.
Aye. Well, it's just hammering home the whole thing. It doesn't matter what you fucking think. This is what's happening. You know what I mean? But
which gets even more sinister further in the film, obviously. But
aye.
Long story short, Judy and David get separated. She's got a fever.
Aye. She's got a higher temperature because she's pregnant, but they're not listening to this. Know what I mean? Aye. David gets dragged away. She gets dragged another way, and then David gets hot in the. He takes an awful couple of blows to the head, this boy.
Doesn't he? Doesn't affect his decision making, I'm glad to say. But I've always thought, but the temperature reading things, what if you ran there? Know what I mean?
I know. Because that's, we were talking about seeing it was happening, and they were talking about taking people's temperatures, getting into the football.
Aye.
But I was like, I'm in the club deck. See if you're no hot after climbing these stairs.
Aye.
There's a good chance you're a fucking vampire. Know what I mean?
Or you slept there for the fucking game before. Do you know what I mean? Oh, mate, I know you know what I'm talking about. I've done my tour up there. It is. That used to put me off going to Ibrox.
Aye.
The thought of climbing these stairs to watch us playing fucking Kilmarnock. I was, nah, fuck it. I'm a fat bastard.
Aye. So he's been knocked out again. But then you kind of follow Judy's journey. And she's strapped to this bed, getting wheeled through the school. And she's just seeing all manners of fucking horribleness, isn't she?
Aye, she's obviously all these army people in hazmat suits and masks and stuff, quarantine zones. She looks at a classroom, and at the wee window, you see one of the infected smashing its head against the window. She's like, please let me up. What are we doing? Where are we going? Hello?
Aye, she's just totally blank.
A kind of a holding zone for people that are being strapped to these gurneys, isn't she?
Aye, she gets gassed as well, you know what I mean?
That's right.
But there's a guy in the big white suit who's never a good guy. Never a good guy. These
All
guys.
the way back to E.T., never a good guy. The government bastards. Even fucking Papa and Stranger Things, I know.
Aye, that's it, aye. Fucking
bastards.
But anyway, so we're on the truck with Hangman, David. He's
cattle
woke up.
trucks, mate. That's fucking sinister as fuck, innit?
Aye, fucking woofed.
These wee human hands coming at the side of it and all that.
Aye, just not right, I don't know.
Aye.
But aye, he gets out in this truck stop just on the edge of town, isn't it? And it's
they're all getting wristbands.
Aye, this is it. All getting wristbands. You're all the good people. You're on the infected or whatever. Well, shipping yous out. He comes across this wee guy, didn't he? Just say, what's his? I don't know. I can't remember his name, but just say it's fucking Tam or something, right?
That old American name there, right, Tam?
How you doing, Tam? Fucking, what you like? What you like?
And if you can just imagine, Tam's a kind of pensioner for Craig Lang with a bonnet on, and he's a miserable bastard.
But he starts talking to Tam, doesn't he? And Tam's like, this is the one way out and all that. And David says, I'm going back for Judy, sort of thing. And he's going, what are you doing that for? This could be your one chance, not that. He was talking about some other guys. He tried to rush a fence or something and they shot him and his whole family.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, don't waste this opportunity on some foolish errand. And he's like,
see the look he gives him, man.
Aye. Like, oh, Judy's a fucking fool's errand, is she? You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, Tim. Don't ask me why I'm getting back for my wife, and I'll no ask you why you don't want to get back for yours, honey.
Aye, exactly. But Tam could have a point.
Well, being married, Tam could have a point.
I'm just saying, Tam wants to go home. He wants to open a beer or whatever. He wants to watch an episode of The Sopranos, kick off his shoes, maybe have a foot of the boot.
And we'll have that in his fucking ear.
You won't believe what I seen at the market today. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I can get away with this now because I know my missus doesn't listen to this. She tells me she does, but she's a liar. There's been too much said in podcasts going by for her not to pull me up on. So there you go. Love you, honey. But see if I get a wristband, I'm off. But I'd look all concerned at the separation point.
But the next thing, David does a fucking Batman, doesn't he? Just disappears.
Right, but aye, we'll see. Aye, we'll get back to that. We're in the bit with the fork, aren't we?
Oh wait. It's all these sick people and they're all strapped to this bed. And there's a wee guy. He's just sitting giggling away, right? Now, I don't think he's sick. I just think he's got a belter of a joke that he's heard and he can't stop laughing. He's just sitting giggling away the whole time, isn't he? Just
aye, he's no right, that cunt.
Which is a bit creepy and all that, know what I mean?
Aye. But there's a breach at the camp. Judy's obviously strapped to this gurney with about another 10 others, women and guys. And somebody tries to rush the camp in a 4x4, starts shooting at the army. Before we know it, there's a shootout. The fence gets collapsed. All the Mad Talks fucking escaped, didn't they?
That's it. This is total pandemonium. You see all the people in a mass panic, bringing the fence down. And it's like the call goes out to all the doctors and the soldiers and stuff, isn't it? Time to abandon ship. Aye.
So they all flee. The army flee. About fucking 10 helicopters take flight. It's as if they're just leaving the scene and leaving the town to their own devices.
Mm-hmm.
But then you start hearing the dragon.
Aye, because Judy's talking to
Becca.
Aye, Becca. She's strapped to a bed, isn't she? And then you started, like you say, you start hearing this metallic dragon, and you're going, well, dragging, not a dragon, not a fire-breathing dragon. Something is being dragged.
Something's been dragged along a tiled floor. And you obviously hear it for a long time before you see it. They're behind tarpaulin as well, so they're just seeing the silhouette of someone walking sinisterly and slowly.
Aye.
And it's that mad teacher in it.
Aye, he's off the deep end, know what I mean? He's been told he's to take the math class as well as the English class and all that. He's
Aye.
Know what
He's
I
doing
mean?
special ed next year.
But he's got this pitchfork, isn't he?
Ben is his name, that's right.
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Bernard.
Bernard. Somebody else in that podcast was talking like that about Bernard. I can't remember what it was, but it was a British one I was listening to. And they were saying Bernard, and then somebody went, no, I know in America it's Bernard. I was like, that's us. We started that shit.
But aye.
So we pan quickly back to the police station, and fucking David's got there via means a transporter for Star Trek.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know how he's got there. I genuinely don't. Because as you see in this movie, it's a jaunt back to this petrol station, truck stops, you know what I mean?
Acres and acres and acres of fields between places, you know what I mean?
Aye.
He's back there in fucking jig time, the cunt.
Aye. Not a bead of sweat.
Not a bead, not a bead of sweat, not a dirt on his shirt, man. First thing he looks at is the ammunition cupboard in the police station, and there's nothing there, isn't there? No?
Aye, completely raided. So he goes to his wee desk and gets his wee trusty revolver. But
gets his Rick Grimes out of drawer.
Aye, that's it. But as he gets it, he hears somebody in the police station, didn't he? That puts a one bullet in the chamber and points it, but it turns out it's Russ, isn't it?
Oh, Russ, aye.
And he's armed to the teeth.
Where's Judy, Sheriff? Where is she, man? I thought you loved her. He's like, look, they fucking took her temperature, but she's pregnant. Oh, man, congratulations, about time. Anyway,
Don't see this as that. Oh, that's fantastic.
What a wonderful world you're bringing a child into, sir. Little mutant fucking baby.
Oh.
So I was thinking about that. Imagine there was a Crazies too.
Aye.
Well, it was her, Ian Burf.
Aye. See, I remember, what was it? Was it Dawn of the Dead that done that?
Aye.
That
They done
was
it in V as well.
Aye.
Because Robert Englund, who was obviously Freddy Krueger, he played one of the aliens called Willie. But it was a good one. Good one.
Aye.
Good Willie.
It was a good Willie.
He mated with an earthling woman and she had twins. One came out a wee alien baby. Another one came out human, but with an alien tongue and all that. It's fucking good.
Aye, scary stuff.
Do you know what was horrible? See the worst birth scene in the film? It's with the fly. And she has the dream.
Aye, that's fucking... Aye, it's bogging that.
Big maggot baby. Breastfeed that motherfucker. Anyway, back to the film. Keep saying that MF, didn't I? Motherfucker.
Oh, fucking hell, man. I'm just
Back
getting
to-
imagery. Her breastfeeding that fucking...
Oh, Jesus. We're back to Judy. Ben has showed himself from behind the tarpaulin, and he's got this, as you say, mate, pitchfork, which is already fucking dripping in blood.
Yeah.
And he's just sinisterly looking up and down the people in his bed, isn't he?
Aye. He's deciding... I don't know how he decides who he's going to pick. You know what I mean? Because I reckon all these people are roughly the same levels of illness. You know what I
I
mean?
think he's just gone doing them one by one. I don't think he's picking. I just think he sees an easy kill.
Mm. But aye, he walks into this first woman, didn't he? And it's kind of realistic because see, every time you see somebody get stabbed with a pitchfork, it goes right through.
First
And
time.
it's, aye, perfect. That see when he stabs this woman, you hear it like jutting against bones and stuff and stuck in the bed, and you hear her going, eh.
Aye. And he has a couple of more shoves to get it right through.
Aye.
And you know that's just, as you say, mate, that's just snapped the spine and everything and
Aye.
goes right through the underside of the bed, and there's no even dripping blood. It's like constant stream. Oh, it's horrible.
Aye. Bogging, man.
She never
And
seen
there's-
it coming, that lucky bastard. She had her eyes shut. Next
But that's
one.
it. And that poor wee guy. And Ben is just raging because the joke is about him. As that wee guy's laughing about. He's still laughing. Fucking mad Ben. And he's like, I laughing.
School teacher, what the fuck? Prick.
Mad Benjamin. But
Benjamin.
But he doesn't like that boy. That's how I know he didn't like the joke, because he stabbed him about 3 or 4 times.
Oh, aye, he must have been a bad pupil or something back in the day.
Back in the day.
Fucking a wee dick in the classroom. And you're right, mate. It does. It gives him a right good 4 rapid.
It gives him a right good fucking.
Even in that mad state, he's learned for that woman before that he needs to put more force into him. You know. Oh.
Aye.
So that boy gets it fucking rough. But he's just approaching Becca, isn't he?
He's walking around and just staring at her. It's pure sinister. Isn't it? She's begging for her life and stuff. And he gets right beside her on the bed, and when he's just about to plunge her, Judy screams.
Just about to plunge her.
Aye. Damn good plunging.
You go take that wedge.
Aye. I was going to give her a right good forking. But
I'm going to penetrate you with a fork, a big fork.
Use the forks.
The fork will be with you always. I so Judy screams, "Ah! Don't do it! You have the higher ground." No, she doesn't say that.
I mean, that's what's your Benjamin, didn't it? It kind of pulls him out. He's mad fucking trance, and he starts heading towards Judy, didn't he?
Aye. I mean, if you're being uber critical in his fucking loopy mad state, he would have just stabbed Becca anyway and went, "I'll get to you." You know what I mean? But he stops him in his tracks.
Aye. But same again. Strapped to his bed, Ben's about to stab her with a fork, and just in time, Big Davy shows up and pops him a couple of times, didn't he?
Pops a couple of caps in his ass.
Aye, but Judy's rescued and he says, "Are you alright, honey?" She's like, "No, really, no." See, this is again, I know it's a film and stuff, but see, if I was strapped to a bed and Big fucking Benjamin was, I mean, a thrust away from ending my life, I reckon I'd have pissed myself. There definitely would have been shite up my back, but but she's like, "No, really," and she's, gives a kiss, but nah.
Aye, exactly. Considering the trauma she goes through, I mean, that's one of about 10 things she goes through that could cause her to lose the baby anyway. You know what I mean?
Aye, 100%.
But she's no feeling it. Get her up, get her out. David and Russell have a quick chat. Russell's like a bit scared. He says, "What if I get it? What if I've got it?" And David just says to him, "Look, I ordered you not to get it. You're not getting it, all right?" "Oh, yes, sir, Sheriff."
But it's like a wee kind of, it's like all the dead bodies, and it's like a wee woman into it, and she's going round asking all the dead bodies, "Did Peter call?" and all that, and you're like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, man."
Aye. But it's the 4 of them, Becca, Judy, David, and Russ, just start walking down this, what we've seen half an hour ago was an idyllic small American town street, and it's like a fucking war zone on it.
Aye. Sort of fucking,
everything's on fire.
Aye, absolute chaos. And Russ says that he's got to try and get them a car so they can get to this truck stop and get out of town. But that's when he notices all the cars are all been booted. So there's no vehicles they can use because there's to be no escape for this wee town.
Exactly. But David notices a truck that Russ is going over to. Doesn't recognise it at first, but then he sees the tailgate and there's blood gushing out the back of it. And then he goes like that, "Oh no, I know whose truck that is. It's the fucking Clampets in it."
And they've been out hunting people, haven't they?
I don't think they've went mad yet. I think they're just killing for sport, aren't they?
Aye. He gonna dress up good like. He got pretty skin.
Are you going to see that? I'm crying over you. You smell nice, boy. Smell pretty like.
Get in there nice and deep, like.
Hey, Peter, yeah, just had one guy in the truck. So they're killing for sport, but they're keeping their kills, which is fucking strange, you know what I mean?
Aye.
Very strange. But they decide, let's just get the fuck out of here and don't chance our army with these mad hawk bastards.
Aye, because they've all got rifles each in it, so it'd be easy pickings if they tried to challenge them. But
we then have the typical back and forth between him and her for 30 seconds. What if I've got it? What if I've got it? I mean, I might have it. You don't know. You don't know.
Aye, like COVID. It's fine, Judy. You were lying down at a right angle. It didn't get you. You see, you would have stood up.
Your window was open. There was plenty of fresh air getting in.
Oh.
Listen, I know it's winter. I know it's 20 below, but the Scottish government have told you to open all the windows in the house and your doors for the refugees. Open your doors for COP26 visitors. Fucking shite. But there we go.
Not to Glasgow.
They want to go and see Becca's boyfriend at the farm, Scotty. Go and checking him, didn't they?
Scotty too hotty.
Scotty too hotty, man.
But aye, they go end up at Scotty's, didn't they? But Scotty's a bit paranoid and points the gun on them.
Quite rightly so, I would suggest.
Aye, and it's just a standoff. But it's like I was kind of wondering as well, like, aye, Scotty, you're right to point the gun and all that stuff, but see if they were crazies, they would have shot you. Know what I mean?
Aye.
It's just a wee bit prolonged, that, isn't it?
That happens in a lot of films. See, the first thing I thought of was Schneider's remake of Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead, I think. Dawn of the Dead, I think.
But at first, she wakes up, and obviously her boyfriend's went fucking mental, and she goes out into the street, and her neighbour's pointing a gun at her. She's like, look, don't shoot, I'm all right. And they still pointing the gun. She's talking, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? She's all right. Just it does the prolong the bits for seconds more than they need to.
Aye.
But eventually drops a weapon.
Aye.
And then David just goes, shh. Everybody in the barn. And they get in the barn.
And that was a good shot. Know what I mean?
It was good, but I was still wondering how a full platoon managed to sneak up them in a barn.
Well, technically they did, because they heard them, but I just see that way when he's the last one into the barn and he just closes the door and it's just the angle and they just come round the corner. I thought that was well done.
That was good. Because it's well timed, mate. The minute the door shuts, the first soldier comes out. Like fucking. No, it reminded me of like the Umbrella soldiers for Resident Evil, aren't they?
Aye. That's what it starts turning into, doesn't it? It's just fucking.
That's exactly what it is. It's a biohazard film, isn't it? So Judy's, as I say, they're on the barn, like fucking soldiers are all about. Then what happens?
I know. They're going into Scotty's house and they drag his maw out. You know what I mean? And Scotty runs out the barn to help his maw, but the next thing, Scotty's shot.
Aye,
they shoot his maw.
They drag his maw out the house, didn't they?
Aye. They end up shooting the pair of them and then light the bodies on fire because it's about containment, kill and destroy everything.
Aye, it's gruesome. Do you know, as much as I know in my head, if that situation happened, that would be the way we were treated. That would be the containment. It's horrible, but it's correct, isn't it? Couldn't imagine living. That's why when we talked about it a lot of times about sitting back watching COVID happening and thinking if there was anything of real severity virus-wise, I mean, if this was a virus that could kill you in a day or make people go mental, world would be fucked.
Aye, 100%.
People just couldn't handle it.
Nah.
Horrible.
Aye.
Not to the virus.
Aye. Not to COVID. But
they capture a soldier, didn't they?
Aye, the soldier goes into the barn and they capture him. And it's they whip his mask off and stuff. And then that's when you kind of get like kind of grounding for the soldiers and all that as well, isn't it? Because they're like that. He tells them, I didn't even know what state we were in until we seen the license plates. You know what I mean? He's like, we're just told this was an accident. And But I was told if I take my mask off, I could get sick and all this stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just,
Which you don't know if it's true or no, or if it's just he's been told. Because
Aye.
Judy believes it, didn't she? She's like, if it's airborne, we're all fucked.
aye, exactly. So it's like you're kind of getting the feeling because you go like that, already dirty bastard soldiers. You know what I mean? They're out there fucking killing people and all that, but you kind of see it for they're also getting lied to. You know what I mean?
He's just a boy as well, isn't he? He's just a Wayne.
Aye,
Really.
exactly. And it's just as he says, I didn't sign up to shoot civilians.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Just like stormtroopers, just like Finn.
Aye.
But David's, he knows the script. He knows there's fucking like another 30, 40 soldiers outside, and him going missing would be their death.
Aye.
So he plays the fucking psychology game, puts a lot of trust in the boy as well, saying we're letting him go.
Aye.
Because you're not going to tell anybody, aren't you? Not.
Aye. That's exactly it.
No way, man.
But let's go on, and then all the soldiers are Orlovsky, and then they come out the barn and they see Scotty and his ma. the two of them are sitting like, who do you call it?
Owen and Veru.
Aye, Owen and Veru. A couple of hot stogies. But
how do you like your bacon?
Black and burnt.
Aye, but they've not got time to mourn. Obviously Becca wants to run air and cuddle the fucking charred remains, but get at it, come on, we gotta go. They start talking about the old cruiser, which is obviously back at home. They get back to David's house. His current police car has been burnt out. Which is obviously just the army's cutting off all means of escape for people, as you said earlier, mate. So they get into the house and start getting some supplies.
It's kind of, you see Judy as well, isn't it? She's like that. She's realised that their dream is gone, isn't it?
Yes.
This happy life where they're going to raise their child and all this stuff, it's gone. You know what I mean? And she's just coming to terms with that.
Do you know what's quite good? But it's quite good that they've got a fucking police car for Smokey and the Bandit underneath a tarpaulin.
Aye.
And all it needs is a set of wheels put on it.
Aye. Fucking brilliant. But the next thing, they're in the house all getting supplies and stuff in it, and Judy walks by the nursery and she goes in just to have a wee feel of the place in it, just what could have been. But as the camera pans round, you see Rory's wife standing in the corner.
Aye. And fucking body only.
Aye.
She's obviously full of the virus.
Full of the madness.
She's fucking away with the birdies. So we pan quickly back downstairs. David just hears the baby's mobile going off upstairs, and he's obviously thought, she's up there thinking about the way in that. I'll go up and see how she is. And he walks into the nursery, and she's fucking tied and gagged to a chair.
Aye.
So again, this fucking bio disease thing's taking on fucking new levels of, all right, they can do that. There's a semblance of fucking rationale.
Aye.
They can still tie and gag people. And she asks a question as well, didn't she?
Aye. Know what I mean? It was kind of, that's how I kind of like this, because it wasn't just like mad, mindless zombies.
Aye. That we've seen 100 times before.
Aye. It was just it was like zombies with intelligence sort of thing, know what I mean? But
because David runs in, and no sooner is he in trying to untie her than he's fucking knocked in his ass again. Another he'd knocked me.
Aye, fucking on the deck, and he's getting choked out, isn't he? With Rory's son. Aye.
And that's what she says. She's got his gun. Is this the gun you killed my husband with? That's what she says.
Aye, because David's trying to reach his gun. Know what I mean? While he's on the ground getting choked, and then the next thing, behind camera, this knife just comes through, and it stabs him in the horn, and it pegs him to the ground. Know what I mean?
That's good, isn't it?
Aye.
Not for David, but it's a good shot, man.
Aye. It's like, oh yeah. I see her.
Oh, mommy, daddy. So she's fucking
mother, father.
He's fucking pinned to the flare by this blade. She's just about to blow his head off. When
she's going to kill Jodie, isn't she?
Going to kill her first, mate. Sorry.
And he's goading her. I I fucking shot him. I shot the town drunk, and you're like, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out.
It's clever because he's getting his horn out all the while, but he's getting her attention and going and going and all that. And I went home and I fucking loved it and I talked about it and all that. And she turns around.
That's in front of the mirror with his gun.
Put it on Facebook, you fucking bitch. And then just as about it gets her attention, his horns out the flare, knife still in it, man. And he just fucking slaps on the neck, obviously sticking the knife into it.
That's her taking Kerry into it, and then it's just, see the way he does it as well. He stabbed her in the neck with a knife, but then he pulls the knife out of her neck and through his hand as well. And I was like, oh, you can just feel that, can't you?
Got to hurt that. Definitely, mate. Definitely. You're hoping it's through the phalanges. But the boy, fucking Mad Hawk boy, do you know who he looks like? Vincent D'Onofrio in fucking Men in Black.
Aye.
He's the guy. Okay. How you doing? Sugar.
Oh, right.
So he's at Lindy. He's just about to draw on David, where you hear two loud bangs. And good old Russ is outside.
I shot him from behind, didn't he?
And he never had the higher ground.
No, he did not.
He had the lower ground, but he saves David's life, didn't he?
Aye. But then the next thing, everybody's in the room, and David's getting his horn patched up into, and then Russ comes into the room. And this is when you kind of see Russ is starting to get a bit sick, because he walks in and picks up David's gun, and the next thing he just starts double tapping the two bodies. Know what I mean?
Gives him a dose each, man, didn't he?
Aye. And it's just holds the gun back to David, and he's like, just making sure, Sheriff.
Just make sure, Sheriff. So they're walking out of the house, and Judy's fucking kind of saying, isn't she? He's sick, David. He's sick.
Aye. And David won't hear it, not I mean? He's like, because it's his pal, hasn't it? It's probably
he
his
knows
best mate.
She's right, but he does say, look, he has saved my life more than one time since we've got here.
Exactly.
I'll keep an eye on him, hen.
Aye. But next time they're in the cruiser and they're just driving, and Becca starts coughing. And Russ is like, genuinely, it was like COVID. See if somebody coughed on the bus, everybody went, oh, the plague is coming.
That's what I've wrote, mate. I fucking Rebecca coughs, they all shit it. Fucking COVID cough.
But then David tells Russ to calm down, doesn't it? And he's like, calm down, don't lose your head. And,
what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Sheriff? No, I want to know what you mean by that.
Go and get.
Instead of just saying it's just a turn of phrase, you dick, shut up. I didn't mean nothing. Here.
Aye. And then actually makes something of it. Know what I mean?
Aye.
But the next thing, there's this gunship helicopter flies over him, doesn't it?
Sure does. But wouldn't you know it? Out in the middle of nowhere, there's a fucking car wash.
At the car wash.
Aye, fully staffed car wash that we find out, by the way. So,
there's no sick days at the car wash.
As a fuck, mate. I know. Oh, here, I've got that virus. I don't care. Everybody else is in. You're in, Davey. Come on. So they drive.
Where's this fucking Toon Davey and Tams?
I know, Davey and Tams, Jim and all that.
Oh.
How's Agnes? She's all right. She was at the Isa last night. Oh, was she? Be Aina.
Okay, brilliant.
So they drive the car out of the view of the helicopter into this car wash. So the helicopter's missiles obviously don't like hitting car washes.
Aye. But Becca sees somebody, didn't she? And she starts screaming.
Aye, before we know it, but they're in hiding in the car wash, and then it activates.
Aye.
And then you say, Becca's like, I saw something.
Aye, and she starts freaking out. But
I'd have been like, what did you see? Your fucking cough sweeties, you fucking bastard.
So the next thing, they're getting pulled through this car wash in it, and Russ, he starts rolling down the window, doesn't he? With a shotgun. Just,
you know, he's fucking no right. He's no thinking plausibly.
Aye.
He's rolling windies down in a moving active car wash where there's fucking crazies about. That's what I wrote there. I says, car wash starts up, crazies looking for a tip.
Oh, but the next thing in it, David starts shooting, didn't he? Russ starts shooting, didn't he? Starts shooting this shotgun, and then he loses the shotgun.
I know.
He says to David, I saw movement. Russ David's like, everything is fucking moving.
I know. That's quite good. That quite a smart ass answer in a fucking crisis, you know what I mean? But they're just coming to the obviously the crazies on top of the motor now, and they're fucking booting the windies and trying to drag people out. And they just hits the gas at the very last minute and gets out the car wash. But this wee heat appears. I fucking shit myself. That wee heat appeared. Fucking somebody on the roof, wasn't there?
Aye, somebody on the roof. And I don't know what it is, but I think it's just like a big cable, isn't it?
Aye.
Puts the cable round Becca's neck.
That's it. Just hog nooses on, man.
Aye, that's it. And she's just swinging for the car wash. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which is, you're like, oh, they all made it out fine and all that. You think, oh, they're going to make it. And then, boom. You know what I mean?
Eyeball McCall tap the roof. Hello!
Eyeball McCall.
I nearly fucking soiled myself there. But I seen him.
No,
I forgot about
actually
it.
an actual good shot of that as well. See, as they were getting into the car wash, there's one of the crazies is standing at the entrance, and it's just as the foam is sprayed across the back window. I thought that was good, man.
That was good. Just sinister stoning like, innit?
Aye.
But the bills there in the police station. So obviously Rebecca's been noosed, so they grind to a halt, didn't they? And they all jump out the car and get back into the car wash.
Aye. Try and get her down, and obviously she's dead. But the car is still rolling out of the car wash, and the next thing it explodes.
Aye.
And then that's when we see the helicopter flying into the distance.
Aye, as if
but it was
So
just waiting on them coming up. You know what I mean?
Her dying inadvertently saved all their lives. They'd never got out the car and they'd all been blown to fucking bits.
Aye. But it's like,
that was clever.
See what Russ does? He just goes like that. That would be me. That's what I would do. Just don't know whether to laugh or greet. You know what I mean? Just walk away like, fuck's sake, man. What chance you got?
That was lucky. Not for Becca. That was lucky. So then there was three. Judy, David and Russell. Russell's all the while getting fucking more and more sick. They're walking along the road and they hear and see a government, one of the big black fucking motors coming.
No, the SUV coming. And it's just, but this is where Russ had his car tyres spiked as well. But David's going to shoot the guy, the driver, and he's like, we're taking this car. But Russ has got other ideas because he's obviously went batshit mental. Right. And he spikes the tyres and it rolls the car and destroys it practically. But then we get a wee guy who's in every fucking movie under the sun.
Well said, mate. We've got he's Secret Service, CIA, FBI, and every fucking film on the planet Earth. I think in 24 his name was Erin, wasn't it?
Aye.
He was the head of the Secret Service for the president. And his name escapes me, but he's been in everything. He's been in fucking what do you call it, Stargate and all that.
Aye. I think he was a general in Transformers and everything. It's fucking every government public figure he's been. Know what I mean? But Russ is going to shoot him right away, but David wants answers, doesn't he?
Aye.
And this is David.
This is where you can see that Russell's just getting no rationale. He's just wanting to murder fucking people, know what I mean? Aye. As David's interrogating him, and he's like, what was in that plane? And this is when we find out it was a biological weapon that was on its way to Texas to be destroyed. And it was to destabilize a population, and the incubation period was like 3 days or something. So if you've it's 24 hours. 48 hours.
48 hours. So if you've not got it after 48 hours, then you don't have it. And that's when David Nat says, well, this is day 3, and we've not got it. So, but it's like,
happy birthday to you. But Russell's fucking sweating and looking a bit fucking bile shitey.
He's choking for his next fix.
So it's quite lucky they just get the information they need, and then Russell just blows the guy's fucking head off, doesn't he?
Which I completely forgot about. soon as I was like that, and I went, oh, fuck, aye. and then it's David's like, what were you doing? What were you doing? I wanted him alive. He's like, oh, well, you spoke.
Yes, I spoke. And so Russell puts his rifle against the car, goes into the car to see what else he can find. And when he comes back out, David and Judy are in the middle of the road, and David's got the fucking rifle. Russell's fucking put his nose right at a joint for that,
That's my rifle, Sheriff.
I'm going, just go and carry it for you. You've been carrying it all the way. I'm just a bit heavy, motherfucker. Yeah, motherfucker again. Sorry.
Exactly. Oh, mother, father.
Mother, father.
But next thing.
But Russell says to him, he knows the script, and Russell says to him, 1, 2, 3. That's how many times I've saved your life in the past 24 hours.
Aye, exactly.
No lying.
No, exactly. But then, he's pulled his gun on David, hasn't he? And he's took the rifle back. But he then just starts doing something pure mental. He says the rifle's too heavy, and he starts shooting all the bullets.
Aye.
I'm like, the fuck's the matter with you? And then you're like, oh, aye, obviously you're not well.
Aye, he's wanting a back. He's not wanting to use the gun, he's wanting to use the old ways. He starts firing off bullets. David decks him, and then Russ begs him. He knows he's going to shoot him down then, but Russell just says, please, Sheriff, just keep me around just a little bit longer.
Aye.
And it does, doesn't he?
So let me walk with you for a while.
Aye. They find the new camp, didn't they? But this time it's dark.
Aye, there's a blockade in the road. And this is when Russ gets the idea of, oh, I'll sacrifice myself, draw their attention, and that way you and Judy can escape, sort of thing. Aye,
turns out the last kind of bit of sanity in his head absolves him of all sins, doesn't it? Because he does. He says, let me go. I need to do this. I'm going to die anyway. And he does. He sacrifices himself to use him as bait, doesn't he?
Aye, that's it. Aye, and obviously the shoulders shoot him and stuff. But he says to them, fuck yous for what yous did. Know what I mean?
It's true. And he's even took the clip out his gun, hasn't he? He's no ammo, so he knows he's going to die.
Exactly.
But this lets David and Judy get into the ghost town. There's fuck all left.
That's it. That's this truck stop. And that's what David says. I mean, this was Grand Central yesterday. But obviously, I was like, I kind of think as well, what, David, did you think everybody was fucking hanging about? But obviously,
this was where he was taking it first, wasn't it? With the wristbands and all that. Aye. Because they were okay, apparently. Aye. But Judy's just sitting in the fucking outside all these empty cattle trucks and amongst all these bullet shells, isn't she?
Aye. And we don't see what she sees, but obviously you're like, oh, what's going on here? And obviously David comes out to find her sitting fucking a bit traumatized. And then that's when you see inside this cattle truck, everybody's been shot and then set on fire. Know what I mean? Just exterminating everybody. So
he quickly realises nobody was safe, because in amongst all the charred bodies, you see a wee horn with a wristband on it that was meant to signify you're all right, mate.
Exactly. But this is when they start having this discussion in it. What's the point in going further? And David's like, well, what the fuck are you talking about? We've came all this way. You know what I mean? We can get out. And she's like, well, they're obviously just killing everybody. Everybody we know is dead. She's kind of gave up, and David's like, well, fine then. We'll just sit here. You know what I mean?
Right, die with you, I'll die with you, and all that shit. But they decide to move on, start stocking up, getting water, t-shirts, provisions. And there's a truck. They notice a truck as well.
Aye.
So he leaves her in the fucking diner, doesn't he?
Aye. She's just getting a bottle of water, sitting at the counter and stuff. And then you see behind her, there's one of the Fuds.
There's Elma, just stunning like that, death stare. And they've got the allergy, man. They're mad with the virus.
Aye. Oh, you got pretty skin.
Put some lotion on her skin. So then all the lights go out, didn't they, mate? And fucking clampets are just cutting about.
Aye, stalking Judy into it. She grabs a knife, but she sees the guy before the lights go out, and it's just a total fucking stalking through the darkness, creepiness.
She's on all fours, isn't she? She's crawling along the counter to peek out at the end. Oh, Jesus. Just as she peeks out, fucking me mad head comes out, man. Shite yourself.
Oh, mate, there's a couple of... It's quite creepy, this bit, and it's quite atmospheric. It's no like the other bits that were a bit kind of actiony. You know what I mean?
Tension building in it.
Aye. But she eventually ends up in this wee room, didn't she? And it's like full of dead bodies.
It's like the freezer area, the chill. She's
Aye.
into the back of the cafe and it's the chill. Chill area, man. And this is the Clampets fucking score. As you say, mate, it's all the dead bodies all just piled up. For what? We do not know why. As we probably said there, it's for your skin, boy. I want to make a suit out of your ass.
Squeal like a pig.
Oh, there we go.
But obviously the Clampet, as you've taken to go, he doesn't find Judy and walks away. But see that shot of him dragging his knife along the wall as he walks away. It's quite sinister.
It kind of gets through you, man. It really does. So eventually she's ready to peek out the wee chill section, and a fucking horn grabs her round her mouth, and it's David. You're like, oh, you fucking bastard. Put a bell on him or something.
But this is one of my questions. How the fuck did he get in that wee room behind her?
Don't know. I thought that for half a second, and I just thought, fuck, moving on, you know what I mean?
And
you go there.
My second question, how did the Clampets get by the blockade?
Aye. In their truck.
Aye. Or were they there before the blockade get up?
Aye, could have been, I suppose.
Aye. But all the while as well, David's heard on the military radio that's been left behind. There's like 10 minutes to go or something.
Aye,
and
everybody clear out. There's a countdown on.
Aye.
He's like, oh, that's never good.
Aye. But they could jump out of this big truck, didn't they? And he's trying the keys and stuff. But this is when I kind of think David is starting to get sick. Because even he's trying the keys and he gets angry and all that for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, you've came so far and just keep the heat. But he realises the keys to his truck are on this dead body. So he has to jump out the truck to get the keys. But when he grabs the keys, he pulls this cord, and the next thing, the lights all going into it.
Aye. So he runs back to the truck, which is over a pit. And just as he's getting in, he just looks at her, and fucking somebody grabs his leg from under the pit. And goes, oh shit. Just disappears, doesn't he?
Aye. Then the other wee man, he's got a machine gun now, hasn't he? He's having shots at Judy. But shots at Judy, that doesn't sound right.
After her being forked and fucking pronged. David ends up in the pit fighting with the biggest of the brothers.
Aye.
And he looks like Goldberg, doesn't he?
Aye. And that's like the fucking scene for Hitman. Mind the fights in the wee gully bit.
That's right.
He's having a fight with this man mountain, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And
all the while the brothers go up to the truck, just about to open the door to see where Judy is, and she's no there.
Aye.
Pokes his head in, she's in the back, blows his head off, so that's one done.
Aye, that's one done. There's like a spill tray with oil or something in it as well. And David uses that to hit the big guy, and he ends up covered in oil.
The runners right in the chest, man. That was...
Aye. But obviously the guy's got all this oil well, and then the next thing, David throws a light or something on him, didn't he?
Yeah.
And that's what lights the guy on fire. But
so whereas there was 3 Clampets, that was only 2. So I don't know what happened to the third one.
That's my thinking. Maybe he didn't make it by the blockade or something. That's all I can surmise anyway. But they get into this truck, into it, and they take off down the highway. And all the while, this countdown's still happening.
Aye, we're down to fucking 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, aren't we, by this time?
Aye. And it's just this fucking David. Do you see anything, honey? Do you see anything?
I know. Pitch fucking black. Countdown's no finished yet. Do you see anything? No, you had to keep driving.
Oh.
But it goes to 0, and there's a delay after the 0 before we see the fucking mushroom cloud in it.
Aye, this big white light. Turns out it's like a nuclear explosion.
Mhm.
It was just totally just decimate all traces of this virus.
Mhm.
But
even the shockwaves take them off the truck off the road, didn't they?
aye, but they still survive. Still survive.
Aye.
I'll tell you what. See if this child was born. What a human being it's going to be.
Aye. Maybe this is where Mad Max comes from.
Aye.
They had a child, it's a boy, called him Max.
Oh.
So the town's nuked. The fucking truck's been lifted off its axes, off the road, on its side, fucked. They get out, as you say, mate. Just in time to stand back in the middle of the road and hold hands and have a look back at the fiery sky.
I just breathe in that radiation.
Here you go, darling. That's an extra arm going to grow out in the morning. So we just cut right for that to like daylight, and they're walking near the field with their new rig out on, isn't they? New jumpers, that.
I love Iowa and all that shit. But then that's when you see this big city in the distance in it.
It's a bit Walking Dead in it.
Aye. But then the next thing, we've got what, aerial view again. And it's obviously been following them. And then it, same again, takes an outline of the city. You see the population, like 180,000
Cedar
people.
Rapids, innit?
Aye. And then it's this, you just see the writing at the bottom, begin containment initiative.
Aye.
And it's like, it's just got to repeat itself, man.
Blinking red light, so aye, they're fucked. And then Willie Nelson starts singing fucking, what do you call them? Bring me sunshine.
Aye.
Bring me sunshine in your smile.
But
Morecambe and Wise, that's a fucking...
See, during the credits as well, it gives you like a fake newsreel as well.
Aye.
That, authorities are dealing with a big explosion that happened in this wee town, and the next thing it's just...
Aye, chemical plant.
Aye.
But while it's on air, one of the fucking infected let invade the studio, didn't it?
Aye, that's it. And it's just, that's your credits, and that's the end, mate.
That was the
Crazies.
Crazies. Brilliant, man. So it was good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It wasn't so far-fetched, man. It's plausible, pretty plausible.
Exactly. Frightening, because it could very well go that way.
Aye. But what'd you give it out of 10, mate?
7.
Aye, same.
Aye.
A solid 7. Definitely worth a watch. Did it thinking about watching it? I would, go for it, man. It's really good. It's enjoyable. Watch that, then listen to us. Fucking love it. What's your Glaswegianism for it then?
Oh, the mentals.
Stole my thunder a wee bit there.
Oh, did you?
I was going to say heavy mental.
The batshit crazies.
Aye. Out their box.
Fucking hell.
There we go. So the Crazies, that was our Halloween lead up, folks, because after we do our next one, it'll be probably after Halloween, I would imagine. And it's my choice, isn't it?
Oh, I wonder what it could be.
How would you think it's going to be?
Isn't that weird?
I was thinking about it. No.
No.
Hey guys, I'm from Holland. Is that weird? No, I'm not. We'll get to that one day. But I was torn between two, and I forgot about the other one, which is probably not a bad thing. Which something me, myself, and Irene, I wanted to do. So we'll go with that, mate. Jim Carrey, absolute fucking for a film.
I think that's my favourite Jim Carrey film. So
back to Rhode Island, mate. We've done a film for Rhode Island before, which was Conjuring. So there we go. Jim Carrey, another laugh fest, man. That should be exciting.
Me, myself, and Irene.
Love you, Daddy.
Oh, this is going to get outrageous.
Officer Bailey Gates, man. Fucking brilliant.
Oh.
Back before fucking, what'd you call her? Renee Zellweger fucked her face, man.
Aye, definitely. Aye. So, me, myself, and Irene.
Me, myself, and Irene, mate. We'll do that. Look forward to it.
Yes.
Aye. And that was the Crazies, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for everything. Basically, that's it.
Thanks. Go and get now.
Get out of here. Get.
Well, we look at your pretty skin.
Smell nice, boy. Smell all fresh like. The old ways.
Oh, the old ways.
Right, I'm off. See you later.
Bye.
Fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make a dollar. That ain't gonna stop me cause my grind's contagious. I'll do what it takes to turn passion to paychecks. And if I go down, I'ma do it on my terms. And every single problem brings a lesson that I learned. The darkest nights, when things seem so broken, it's hard to shine.